text. Welcome to solids plain text. It is first program you have seen. Second program, see, second run on server. Just HTML code added to solid program. HTML code added to solid. URL pattern I given second. URL pattern second I given. Second, say like this, HTML code printed, executed, printed. See, right click, view page source, HTML code received. This is your scene. After this, basics. In a basics project, I given run on server, localhost Tomcat server. Next, finish. Displaying time I given, time solid. This is. After this, I given table. Here only can change because directory is basics only. So solid different. So table. Say multiplication table. In this only one more program also you have seen, counting number of views. Count. If I refresh, 2 comes, because refresh also one more request passed to server. See, I refreshed 16 times. Again, if I execute, 17 comes. Right click, run on server. Now already 16 completed, 17 comes now. See, counting number of views, 17. Okay. These 5 programs you have seen. See, in a Tomcat server, in Eclipse, if you want to change the port number, just double click here in a server's view. 1 minute. In a server's view, already we configured server now. On this you double click. Here. Scroll bar, just you move. Here, Tomcat admin port 8005, Tomcat HTTP port 8082. If you want to change, place the cursor, you can change here. But this should be 8005 only, continue. This one only change. If this is by default, sometimes what will happen, empty, doesn't appear to you. Then you place the cursor, type 8005. Okay, Tomcat admin port. Tomcat admin port 8005 and HTTP port 8080 will be there. If it is not working, you change the port number. If it is not working, so in an Eclipse, if you want to change like this, you can change. Just double click on this. You'll get it. This one. Move the scroll bar here. 8005. Tomcat admin port number 8005. This should be 8005. This is 8080 will be there, and you change to 1024 to 65,535, any number. Okay. Now this is how to change Tomcat server port number. Now say here you can check like this also. Right click, stop. See, server stopped. Again right click, start. You can check. Server started, message comes. See, started. Server is working or not, you can check here also. Okay. Again right click, stop. See, stopped. Again right click, start. Say, sometimes what will happen, always it is showing starting only, it is not going to stop. That type also, it is closed automatically. In that situation, here, just you type here, services, you type. Then services window appears. In this services, Tomcat Apache Tomcat 10 like this appears somewhere in your system services. It should be manual. If it is automatic is there, whenever Windows is started, then only started. At that time, automatically closed that window. Start also. In that situation, here, just right click, properties. Here, first, if it is already started, you click on stop button. After that, here, automatic to manual, you changed. Then click on apply button. After that, OK button. Okay. Like if it is automatic is there. See, some services are automatic is there, some services are manual is there. No, you observe. Some service automatic, some service manual, some service are disabled. This all we have no. Automatic means whenever Windows is started, then only started. Whenever you switch on computer, then only Tomcat also started. Again, if you try to start, it will not start. That window automatically open, automatically closed. It doesn't work. In that situation, you change here. Okay. And Java P not recognized, Java not recognized, then you need to set the path to JDK. Say at the command prompt, at the command prompt, at the command prompt here, Java P, Java X dot Solid, Jakarta dot Solid here. You may get Java P not recognized. Then JDK bin path you have to set. Suppose you may get class not found exception for this. Then you need to set solid class path. Solid class path. JDK path for this one. For this one, JDK bin path. For this one, solid class path. For this one, path required. For this one, class path required. Say here. Right click, properties, environment variables, advanced system settings, environment variables. Here, path place, edit. This is JDK path. This is for Java P command and jar command. This is required. So in my system 16 version is there. C drive program file Java JDK 16 bin. This path. This path for JDK bin path. In this bin, jar will be there, Java P will be there. See, if you open, see, this PC, C drive, program files, Java, here, JDK, bin. In this bin only, you have jar. If you scroll down, you observe. This jar is not recognized. Then this path you have to set. Suppose Java P not recognized. See, jar and Java, these all same location. Java, Java C, Java P, jar, these all in the same location. These are called JDK tools, Java Development Kit tools. If these all not working, you need to check here in a environment variables, path variable. If the path variable is not there, click on new. Then you type yourself path. Then you write JDK bin path. If already is there, select this path, click on edit button. This is you paste. Okay, here new, you can paste. So JDK folder bin. For this one, path required. And suppose jar and JDK bin, these are working. But you are getting error, Jakarta.Solid class not found. Then you need to set class path. That is also shown already. Class path. In this class path, say edit. Here this is C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat lib, solid-api.jar. This jar file, class path required. If solid not found. But after setting class path also, suppose in my system class path is there, no? Now, Java P Jakarta.Solid. I typed. It is showing. But after setting class path also, people are getting error. They are asking. See, what is happening? Java P Jakarta dot Saulet dot here S capital or small letter. Suppose if you write Saulet small letter, what it shows? Again class not found only comes. But after setting also class path not found, that is your mistake only. This is also people are doing mistake. That is small letter or capital letter? Capital. But if you write small, definitely same error comes, no? It is Jakarta dot Saulet capital. Suppose by mistake if you write here capital, again same error comes. But after setting class path also error coming. This line also you have to observe. That line already worked okay properly. But this line also you have to check, no? So Java P Jakarta dot Saulet dot this S capital. Generic Saulet G capital S capital, no space in between. These all in a core Java starting first week only you studied. Each word first letter is capital and no space between words. Okay. Java P not recognized. Suppose you are getting Java P not recognized. What you have to set? Which path? JDK bin path. Suppose this class not found. What you have to set? Class path for Saulet-API.jar file. Okay. These all you have to check it out. Suppose here you deployed, but you are getting false. Then you have to check web.xml. Web.xml may be mistake. Suppose you observe here web.xml, you observe here in Eclipse also here in a webinf web.xml. In a Eclipse, what will happen? Automatically package is created. Package. The package also you have to observe. Package here. First Saulet class. In which package? First. That's what first Saulet required. So manually if you write first Saulet, it doesn't work. In an address bar, you will type URL pattern test only. It shows class not cannot instantiate, error comes. This class is not accessible. That class is in package. If it is in package name dot. That's what in an Eclipse don't do manual. You automatically generate. That is automatically capital, small, everything clearly comes. Don't type manually in Eclipse. Okay. That is Eclipse. I didn't write XML file, no? Automatically generated. Continue that one only. Okay. Continue that one only. Now here if the class is available in package name dot class name comes, and here Saulet name place here class place name, if you write also error comes. It doesn't work. After completion of concept, if you are getting cannot instantiate, error or resource not available, that is your mistake only. Say you will type first and test URL pattern. You will type first, you will write test, you will write, but what it shows is for not found error and the first test resource is not available. That is your mistake only. Maybe your class public will not be there. Maybe this configuration mistake will be there. Then this class is not accessible to server. Then how it will create object? It won't create object. And some more people path place class path writing, their class path place path writing. If you want to run software, path required. Path for software, class path for library. That's the main difference. Path what purpose is? Software purpose path. Class path for API. If you are accessing software means path required. If you are accessing API means class path required. Now Java x.saulet, Jakarta.saulet, that is class or that is interface, nothing but library. API if you want to access, class path required. But Java P, it is software. Java P is a software. Jar is a software. At the time, path required. Path plus class path they are writing, class path plus path they are writing. Some more students, what they are doing, they are giving gap, space, class and path. It doesn't work. These are all operating system understandable words. If you write your own, it doesn't work. Class and space, if you give space, path, if you give, it doesn't work. That is meaningless. Writing is wasted. That line is not recognized by operating system, because those environment variables are operating system understandable variables. Like that only you have to write. Say example, you studied main method, public, static, void, main, string, args. This is the main method you are writing. Suppose in the place of string arguments, you will write integer arguments. Is it recognized? No. Suppose in the place of void, you will write integer. Will it recognize? This is you are following every day, no? That is operating system understandable format. These also operating system understandable format. It should not give space. Operating system can understand path and class path only. Some more students, what they are doing, path, one path already is there. Second, what they will do, path 2 they'll write. Path 2. Path 2 doesn't work. Operating system knows only one path. If path already is there, append, edit button you click. But one more path 2, path 3, don't write. Some more people, after setting this path 2, they are making this one also path 1. Both will not work. It's happening. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Different mails I've received. Different mails, hundreds of mails coming. So these all just you have to concentrate. If you listen with concentration, you'll get it. These all screenshots, error message, and how to set path also I given notes. That Google Classroom notes also they won't see. Your whatever you written running notes also they won't see. Without seeing the notes only they'll do. Error comes, they'll make a screenshot, they'll send. That line also they won't observe. What they written also they won't observe. See here, while writing program, public class name first solid, extends generic solid. It is T missed. Like that only they send. That's what I'm saying. Then what it shows, generic solid does not exist. It shows the T not there. At least the error also, T will not be there in error message also. At least that is not observed. That is also they won't observe. After setting class path, whatever I given as it is a written, as it is a written means as it is. If write also, this spelling mistake also doesn't work. Okay, these all at least after getting error, what is the error? Read first. At least if you concentrate on error also, you'll understand something. Okay, different mails I received. These all small things, nothing. If you concentrate, you will understand. If you concentrate, you'll understand. If error comes also, try to solve. What is a mistake? Find out. Suppose resource not available. That means your class is not accessible to server. Where is a mistake? That class onwards you have to check. This class, first this class configuration is wrong. Not accessible. Here you written one name, here you written one name. It is not accessible. And here you written test, you written other name in a browser. How it is accessible? There test if you write, it will come here. From here to here, then it is executed. That execution process I explained. There trace from where it is problem happened. There onwards you trace. Okay. So that execution process you follow in a browser window to Solid program, how the continuation is going on. You follow. Where is a mistake, you'll understand. It is possible if you concentrate. Otherwise, while writing only, don't do any mistake. Follow properly. While writing only. Whatever I'm teaching, that is you follow. Otherwise, notes also is there. In Google Classroom also, screenshots also is shared. If 4 errors, Jakarta solid does not exist, generic solid does not exist, these all errors, what you have to do. That screenshot I shared. And even Java P error comes, what you have to do, that screenshot also is shared. Screenshots also are given in Google Classroom. You can see. You can follow that is. If you follow, you will not get errors. Okay. Now, you have seen 5 programs. One program plain text you have seen. Second program HTML text you have seen. Third program time I displayed. Fourth programs table I displayed. Fifth program, what you have seen? Counting number of views. Okay. Now, one image I want to send to server. That is, I'll show you. This is also basic program. Still 3 more programs I'll teach. After that, real-time part, HTML solid communication onwards, I'll start. Now, one image I want to send. For example, this PC, C drive, one image I'll send. Suppose this is an image. Okay. This file name, say, file name image extension .gpg location in C drive. This is I'll send. Now, how to write? You observe. Basics, right click. Say this notes also step by step I given. Step by step, word by word I explain. Now, basics, new, solid. Okay. Here Java package. Package something basics. You can write any other name also, but I'm continuing with that same name. Class name. Suppose image solid. Image solid. Okay. Here some more people what they are doing, here mistake they are doing. Here not only HTTP solid, HTTP package also remove. HTTP package also you have to remove. But only HTTP solid plus generic solid they are writing. That is also error. HTTP solid in HTTP package, but generic solid is not in HTTP package. That is the reason that package name also you have to remove. Generic solid. Okay. See, jakarta.solid.generic solid. Suppose here just you observe HTTP. After that generic solid they are writing. Then here error comes. The super class does not exist because this class not available in HTTP package. That is available in solid package. Okay. HTTP solid till I didn't explain. That is the reason generic solid I'm using now. Generic solid. Now, next, here, image. This is if you want continue only. If you want to change, edit. Here, something image. Okay. Next, this solid remove because by default it is coming. Actually, it won't come. Some clips. It is coming like that. So remove. Now, here service method checked already. You continue that one only. Suppose after getting here, again here also errors coming. Suppose here one error, red mark, here one red mark, and here one two red marks, like that 4 errors comes. At the time what you do is right click, build path, configure build path, here class path, add external jars, then select solid-API. Select solid-API.jar. See this one. Select. Click on open. Then it will be solved. Sometimes what will happen until you save, it is not error. Error will not remove. Then you save. After build path also error coming means that is you have to save. Until you save, that error marks continuously appears. Sometimes until execution it appears. That may be recognized later. Then run, not a problem. Still you are getting error means try. Okay. Now this is image solid. Here I want to send image to a browser. Now image if you want to send, byte stream required or character stream required? Byte stream required. Okay. What is the byte stream class name? What is a byte stream class name? Servlet output stream. Servlet output stream. Two classes I given. Byte stream class, character stream class. Byte stream class name is servlet output stream. Character stream class name print writer. For getting print writer, which method we call? Get writer. Get writer. For getting servlet output stream, which method is there? Get output stream. Now that is you have to call. What I'll do, see, servlet output stream. Something SOS equal to response dot get output stream. Get output stream. Okay. Now we got a servlet output stream. It is byte stream. Server to browser byte stream created. SOS dot. There is a write method. But write method, what is taking, you observe? It is a byte array. It is byte array. We have to pass byte array. Now image directly you cannot pass. That image content you have to pass. Here file name is image.jpg. Image.jpg. This is the image. This image we have to store in byte array. We have to store in byte array. This byte array we have to place here in this. This will take, write method takes byte array. Write method takes byte array. But first of all, image you have to read from file. Image you have to read from file. You have to store in byte array. That byte array you have to pass in write method. How to retrieve image content from file? Which class you have to use? In Core Java you studied how to read images. File input stream. File input stream. FIS equal to new file input stream. Here file name you have to pass. Complete path. Okay. Here complete path you have to write. C drive image.jpg. Image.jpg. Okay. C colon slash image.jpg. If this file is there, it will be open for reading only. This size you have to find out. How to find out size? Which method you have to use? Available. Now integer n equal to FIS dot available. These many bytes you have to allocate. Is it byte stream or character stream? Byte stream you have to allocate. Byte array, n bytes. Next you have to read. Read method which takes byte array. Now, see what is happened. See, in this line, file open for writing, reading. File open for reading. In this line, file size retrieved. How many bytes is there? Suppose file size 10 kilobytes is there, 10 kilobytes, 20 kilobytes is there, 20 kilobytes. That size retrieved. Exact number of bytes memory allocated in RAM. Because this file is in hard disk. Now in memory allocated in RAM. Hard disk to RAM data comes. After getting this byte array, we have to send to browser. Who will send? This servlet output stream will send. That byte array you have to pass here. Now it is passed to server browser. Over. This is a program. Now you observe. Right click. Run as. Run on server. Save. File input stream, file output stream, object input stream, object output stream. These are classes you studied in Core Java class. Now we have to type here URL pattern. What is the URL pattern? Image. See, you are getting image. Now this is also what students will do here. Forward slash I written. They'll write backward slash. Again error comes. Same I written, error coming. You follow that. Is operating system cannot recognize. Okay. Suppose if another folder is there, suppose D drive is there, write D drive. If ABC folder is there, ABC. XYZ is there, XYZ. And one more thing, copy paste time also. Sometimes copy paste also by default backward slashes comes. That is, you make it forward slashes. Otherwise, illegal character error comes. Okay, so many things will be there. All you have to observe. Now, illegal character appears. Then you make it forward slash. Okay. See, file is open for year. What is happened is in this line, file open for reading. It opens a file for reading. So that file is in hard disk. That file will be open for reading purpose. Open, just open. After that, it returns file size. Suppose file 100 bytes is there. It returns 100. If 1000 bytes is there, 1000. Exact number of bytes here allocated memory. It allocates a memory in a RAM. Now, hard disk to RAM, it will come. It will read from file. It will read from file. Now, it passes the image to a browser. So, in this line, file open for reading. In this line, file size retrieved. In this line, memory allocated in RAM. Here it will read. It is the password image to browser. Like this happened. See, again they won't listen class. Later they'll send a memo like this type of errors. That error they'll ask now. They won't listen this one. This error tomorrow they'll ask again. Yesterday error while teaching today. While teaching today to tomorrow. This will be continued. First listen the class. Here in this line, what will happen? File will be open for reading. File will be open for reading. Whatever I written, image.jpg, it is a file. This file is in hard disk. It will be open for reading. Now this file, how many bytes are there? That size comes here stored in n, and n number of bytes memory allocated in a RAM. It is in RAM. That file is in hard disk. Whenever you call read method from here to here, that image comes. This image from here to browser, it is passed through this one. Okay. In this line, file open for reading. In this line, file size retrieved. In this line, memory allocated in RAM. In this line, it will read from file. In this line, it passes the image to a browser. Then in a browser window, displayed. So, if you type, say right click, run as, run on server, save. Next, finish. In the basics only, 4 programs are there. Now, any program you can execute. See, if I type yesterday previous class programs, time displayed. Here only table displayed. Say counting number of views, that is displayed. Image displayed. Okay. In the same dynamic web project, 4 solets are written. Okay, 4 solets. So for every solid, no need to create dynamic web project separate. In a one dynamic web project, n number of solids you can place. Now, if you open this XML file, how it appears, you observe. One XML only will be there. More than one will not be there. In a one XML only, all configured. See, times solid, table solid, counter solid, image solid. So all configured in a one XML. Okay. These all don't touch, don't do modifications in XML file. That is automatically generated. No, that is only continue. See, manually many people are facing problems manually, but Eclipse it is very simple. No, you are not going to write. Everything automatically generated. Those who are facing problem with manually, continue with Eclipse only. Anyhow, we'll use Eclipse only in real time. See, actually, Soulets onwards Eclipse usage. But up to JDBC without Eclipse, with Eclipse, not much difference. Here, more differences are than you have seen manual program and Eclipse with Eclipse. Okay. Now, this is image. Now, program to demonstrate Soulet output string class. Ready, son? Program to demonstrate Soulet output string class. So it opens a file for reading. It returns file size. It allocates the memory in a RAM. It will read data from file. It passes the image to a browser. It will read image from file. So response dot get output stream. From wherever request comes up to that one stream created. That is only servlet output stream. With that servlet output stream, I'm sending image. So this whatever data present in byte array, that is passed to browser. So image displayed in browser. Is it over? Now, suppose MS Word file, Excel sheet, if you want to display, that is also possible. For that is one concept is there. That concept is called MIME types. Note on MIME types. MIME stands for multi-purpose internet mail extensions. MIME stands for multi-purpose internet mail extensions. These types are used by browsers and servers to communicate on the web. These types are used by browsers and servers to communicate on the web. These types are used by browsers and servers to communicate on the web. MIME stands for multi-purpose internet mail extensions. These types are used by browsers, sorry, 1 minute, browsers and servers to identify the content. These types are used by browsers and server to identify the content. These types are used by browsers and servers to identify the content. Say, suppose here demo.c, suppose test.cpp and sample.java if I write. Now, 3 programs are there. Without opening that program, you can identify which is Java program. No? How will identify? Extension.java. Seeing this extension, you will understand it is C program. Seeing this extension, you will understand C++ program. This is Java program. That file no need to open. Without opening only, you can identify it is Java file. If extension is .c, C program. CPP, C++, Java. Like that, some MIME types are there. If is set, without opening content only, it can understand. That the MS Word file or Excel file, like that it will understand. Next, write it. List of MIME types. Text by HTML. text by XML, text by PDF, portable document format, application by MS Word, application by vnd.ms-excel, image by JPG, image by BMP, dash dash, etc. List of MIME types. List of MIME types. Text by HTML, text by XML, text by PDF, application by MS Word, application by vnd.ms-excel, image by JPG, image by BMP. So suppose this MIME type, if you set, the file automatically in MS Word opened. If you set this MIME type, automatically it is open in Excel sheet. That is like a photos, paint, BMP, nothing but bitmap, that is paintbrush software, it open. JPG, photos application, joint pictures group, like the PDF, Acrobat Reader, portable document format, like this. But that supported plugins are there open. Suppose example, Flash Player file will open. Now Flash Player plugin is there open. Otherwise error comes. That software should be installed. Otherwise unknown type comes. Now these MIME types, I am not writing my own. These all predefined. If you open Google, if you type list of MIME types, all MIME types it shows. List of MIME types. You type in Google, you observe. Okay, 1 minute. This one. See this one. So many MIME types are there. List of MIME types. Name of the software, MIME type, file extension, more details. See how many MIME types are there? In a world, how many softwares are there? Every software on MIME type is there. See, still scroll bar here only. Still scroll bar here only. Now, if you move scroll bar, you observe how many MIME types are there. Every software on MIME type is there. That will be unique. That will be unique. That is the reason you cannot write your own. Whatever is there, that is only your right. Okay, that whatever is there, that is only your right. See, suppose Microsoft Excel. See what is there? vnd.ms-excel. Okay, that is, I'm not writing my own, predefined. See, PowerPoint, vnd.ms-powerpoint. See, ms space not there. Okay, ms Word is ms. This is hyphen not there. Just remove hyphen. MS Word. It is MS Word. Hyphen not there for this. VND also not there. Whatever they given, that is your right. So application slash MS Word, no space, no hyphen. But for this one, like this is there. That is they given like that only. You have to follow. So these are internet standards. Internet standards we must follow. If you don't follow, browser cannot understand. Browser servers cannot recognize. These many MIME types are there. These many MIME types are there. Every software they prepared one MIME type. If any in future any other MIME software comes, for that also MIME type comes, but that will be unique. So alphabetical order is there. First a digit started, later A onward started, like that up to Z. So software names Z also is there. See, it's on software for this MIME type. This is on software. It is a MIME type. This is on software MIME type. If this is already no. Okay, like this. Now this MIME type we can set. How to set the MIME type? Now default MIME type, note on. Default MIME type is text by HTML. That means in every program HTML is there. To change the MIME type, use set content type method of servlet response. Jakarta dot servlet response. To change the MIME type, use set content type method of Jakarta dot servlet response interface. To change the MIME type, use set content type method of Jakarta dot servlet response interface. To change the MIME type, use set content type method of Jakarta dot servlet response interface. This method you have to use to change the MIME type. This method of this interface. You observe, I'll change. Now by default, text by HTML. That means in every program, HTML format by default. Okay. If you want to change, use this method of this interface. Now I'll change now, you observe. See, another program I'll write. Right click, new, solid. Suppose basics, solid name, MIME solid. Here, generic solid. Next, suppose this is also MIME, I'll write. Next, remove this one. Click on finish. Here. Set the MIME type. Response dot set content type. MIME type, which type you want? That type. Suppose MS Word. What you are write? Application by MS Word. Now create a stream. Print writer. Print writer PW equal to response dot get writer. Whatever you want, you can write. Suppose welcome. Something welcome I written. Now this welcome appears in MS Word software. You observe. Now right click, run on server, save. Restart the server. Now it opens MS Word. Now I given URL pattern MIME. If I press enter, see you're automatically downloaded MIME. If you double click here, okay, it is browser not recognized. 1 minute. Open with MS Word. then it appears welcome in MS Word. I'll change the browser. You observe window, web browser, internal web browser. It is Eclipse browser I'll use. Right click, run on server. Next, finish. Now you observe, I'll type mime. When I press enter, what will happen? Just observe. See, it automatically recognized word. Okay. Now, if you click open, it is temporarily stored in the RAM. Open. If you click save, permanently stored in the hard disk. Open. That window is open with MS Word. See, welcome in MS Word. If you read Excel sheet, but the software must be installed in your system. See, suppose in your system, you'll open like a flash player file or some video files, audio files. If you open that supported software, if it is not there in your system, one message comes. Also down, this software is not available in your system. Download, install, then you can see like that content comes to message comes to whenever you send requests. But how server knows in my system that software is there or not? You observe from system, it is server. It is your system. Server in US. You will send the request for flash player file. One message comes. In your system, flash player is not there. First install. It will ask, no? Download flash player, install flash player, then only you can see this content. Suppose from this system, you send request with Internet Explorer. One message comes. Google Chrome download, you will get a very fast response. One message comes, no? But how system knows in my system Google Chrome is not there? Without your permission, which browser you are using, which version you are using, all will be transferred. Like that only developed software. You are not giving any permission. It is taking permission default. Okay. Like in a mobile app, sometimes you'll ask permissions, no? After giving a permission only it will take. But here, some application compulsory required. It won't ask anything. It will take permission. That is licensed software will be there. Nothing will happen. Okay. Now, here, what will be happen is, which browser you are using, that information passed. The browser version also passed. Browser plugins also passed. Who will receive that information? Servlet request. In your program, servlet request will be there, no? This servlet request is not empty. Till we didn't use. Which browser we are using also, it knows. So, you send request for flash player file. One message comes. In your system, flash player plugin is not there. First download flash player, install flash player, then only you can see the content. This message comes. That means in my system, flash player is not there. How server knows? This request will receive complete information about your browser. And also, old browser use, content in new browser is there. Then one message comes. First upgrade your browser, then only you can see the content. Until you cannot see the content. Which version I am using also it knows. Which browser I am using also it knows. Which plugin is there in my system also it knows. So these all servlet requests will receive. Whenever you send requests about browser, about operating system, about plugins, about versions, these all information pass it to server and request object will receive. With after processing request only with response object, response comes. If it is not there, message prepared, it will send. That plugin is not there, this version is not there, it shows. Your browser is incompatible, like this type of message comes. So this request is not dummy. But every program we are writing request, but we didn't use request still. That request is not dummy. It contains some data about browser. That request how to use, I'll show you. This is MIME type. Okay. Note down this program. program to demonstrate my type.